people have stormed the Capitol building? I don't fucking know. I'm actually not watching it at all. I'm just coloring in my unicorn coloring books. I got unicorn coloring books. I got a crayon set with 152 crayons, and it is everything. And then I randomly just kind of peek out of my little bubble of like glittery neon awesomeness. And just look at like people running and screaming and the burning.
We had totally opposite experiences because I was at work.
Oh no!
Where it was the only thing on TV for like 5 hours.
Oh no! Oh, that's awful. That sounds awful. So you saw the guy with the horns?
Oh yeah.
Lie. Yeah. He has a name, I'm sure, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know it. Do you?
I know exactly where to find it.
Oh, good. That's great. It's a terrible thing.
Your mind.
Thanks. I won't. Yeah, about him. There's a whole thing happening where white women and gay men are horny for him. And when I say white women and gay men, I mean people who are their profiles all over Twitter and their previous posts and everything else that they're posting, they're like socialist Democrats and like people who are labeling themselves leftist.
You're kidding.
And so they're calling it Nazi simping. It's really fucking bad. And horny Twitter is very upset. Like horny Twitter is like really upset right now. You know, just like rhetorical energy, like just like what the fuck is happening even. But yeah, they're posting like pictures of him talking about, it was like, there was a post talking about like, I'd suck his dick so fast with like, this picture and like this socialist Democrat-y. I'm like, is this a troll? Like, who is this person? What the fuck is happening? Yeah, I know your face right now. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I'm floored. I don't know what,
Yeah, it's awful. It's fucking awful. Yep. It's really fucking gross. I imagine too, it can't just be white women and white gays. Now I'm just like, now that I know that's happening, I'm like, what else? It's as weird as when I found out people were like licking stuff at the Target after COVID. They're like going and lick, like, let me go lick the toilet at the Target and then go lick a whole row of deodorants. I was like, what? Like, they would take pictures. They would post it on TikTok. You missed that one?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
Missed that one too.
I'm sorry, everyone who missed that one. That happened. What is the world? Wait, there was a good meme today about well played December 37th, 2020. I've been saying this bitch ain't anything. Okay, so what, I am down to hear some things about what happened on the news because I wasn't watching really. Everyone who's listening to this episode probably was, but maybe there are people who also were not. Right? Are there any things that actually matter, or is it all stuff that I said was going to be happening anyway? And there's no point in me watching because I already saw it in my head.
I wouldn't say that it was anything you didn't foresee.
Oh, cool.
There was a group of about 10 or 15 cops, like in full riot gear, literally like hanging out, like having smokes, like not doing anything. Meanwhile, like there's mob that broke inside, chased. It was this. He was just running for his life from this mob. And he would have to turn around at every landing of the stairs and chest up with this dude and act like he was going to hit him, but he didn't hit him because he'd run around. He'd turn around and run up the next flight of stairs, trying to retreat into a body of other cops. But he just got caught alone.
Oh, a cop.
Yeah,
he was a cop. Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it was like a senator or something. Nothing interesting happened to any of them. I saw one cowering, like in the House chambers or something. He was like hiding behind it. But were they busting into the room at that point, or was it just like?
At one point, there were people busting through, but it was barricaded with a full desk and three guys with guns.
I mean, I wasn't mad to see Nancy Pelosi's nameplate ripped apart. I wasn't mad that these guys did it. I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care about that building. I don't care about those people that went in there and did all of that. I think it's silly that they're not going to get federal charges when I know there were people that were like feeding folks and like got arrested for feeding folks during the Thanksgiving we tried to have after they ripped up the camp at Occupy. And they were like literally like, we're going to throw felonies on you and like give you stay away orders from the plaza. That's the civic center for Oakland where it's City Hall and like parking stuff is handled. There's like all kinds of like business administration and civic administration shit that happens there, and people got stay away orders for a year that they lived in Oakland. It was crazy. So like for these people to be able to just go back to their Airbnb, like everyone there were like 14 arrests? Is that
some pitiful fucking shit like that. Yeah, I think it was 15.
Like 14 was like this morning. I was just like, there was no more since like 3 in the afternoon.
No, of course. No,
I heard 4 people died. One of them, the last one I heard, tased himself accidentally and had a heart attack.
What? Oh my God. Are you serious? Okay, last time I checked, it was just the one woman who was shot in the chest. I didn't hear about that.
She got shot in the neck, I thought.
I thought it was the chest.
I don't care. Again, I don't give a shit, and I want to make that clear to everybody. I don't fucking care about any of these people. Someone posted like that. You know, this is all hilarious. I'm having a blast. And like the third response was like, a woman died. I was like, oh, I'm going in. Like, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Mind your own business. A woman died. Are you kidding? You're kidding, right? I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. Yeah, the other 3 people were like, what did they say? They just had random medical emergencies, like, because they're like, they all have COVID, and like, they probably
Dude, as far as super spreader events go, it's like the fucking Super Bowl. I mean, what?
Oh no, it's the worst. The worst. It's the worst. So bad. It's a really bad thing. And I don't care about it at all. I can't make that more clear. So I'll just say it again and again. Yeah, okay, what else? Let's see.
There's some pretty entertaining speculations about who those people actually were, which was Antifa in disguise. Oh,
that's right. I recognized like everybody in all of those shots that I did see. They all looked very familiar. Like June, right? Like in June, we all saw June happen, and then July when Antifa became.
Well, that's the thing about Red, White, and Blue Horny Buffalo Man. Is that
he's like ambiguous. He's like, you could kind of say.
Well, and he was spotted at protests from over the summer.
Well, he's QAnon. He's a QAnon. Did they say that on the news?
No.
He's a QAnon Oh no. They have him everywhere, but they're not telling you who he is.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's really bad, actually. That's intentional. Like, he's a QAnon. He's a Q dude. Everyone, the horny dude with the horns is a Q dude. Like, that's not, look him up. Look him the fuck up. Like, don't let the news inform you of who anybody is ever again. Outrageous. Outlandish. I don't even know much about him. I know he's Q though. Like, that's why he's been around. That's why he's been in public at different protests. He's not Antifa. He's Q, Anon, which is similar as far as like a demographic goes, as far as who's going to consider themselves to be labeled within that vibe. But unlike QAnon, Antifa isn't that kind of cult. Like, it's just not.
Right.
And actually, we're going to be unpacking Antifa in future episodes. I have people who know what Antifa is because they're Antifa and were before like, I mean, like, it's like it came out and it was this nebulous, weird concept. But so I just can't imagine that, I just don't know what we're going to do if they're able to throw these things together and mix them up. Cause it's like random people getting all juiced up on whatever apocalypse energy they're going to get. That's what you get with QAnon, right? So with that, they're looking to build community. They're looking to get and give more information. And like, specifically, it's like a communication itch, like a rash that's just itchy and they can't stop scratching it. And they'll scratch it till it bleeds. And they'll scratch other people. They'll give it to other people. It's contagious, right? And they'll go around looking for people that are susceptible in large crowds where people are vulnerable, where they're psychologically vulnerable and emotionally vulnerable. And that is quote unquote protests, right? That is why he was seen at those places. What the fuck? So these people have stormed the Capitol. What else? Give me more. Okay, we're working. I thought this was going to be a little tiny episode about nothing. Go ahead.
No, what time is it? The time is now 10:50. Just about 40 minutes ago, I saw this white girl on TV, on Fox News. They brought her on, like via Zoom call or whatever. They streamed her, because she was there, allegedly. She's an independent filmmaker who was there as an observer.
Oh, no.
And she just wanted us to know that the majority of people there supporting Trump weren't violent. I think she used I think she said 99.9% of people weren't being violent, but that outsiders dressed as Trump supporters were the escalators.
What a nightmare. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Because, like, the thing is what? They went into the building. Like, they went into the building. And here's the other thing, though. I've been at events like that, and everything in me believes her. Because they're not going to show us what's behind every shot they're showing us. Like, we can't see how many people were outside. We just saw however many went inside. They kept the cameras pointed at the broken glass. They keep the cameras pointed at the shit show dude. We don't know. And they take pictures of the guy coughing and spraying spit. There was one person during Occupy that came down and he made a whole website that he went around. There were areas where there were things happening that needed to be fucking managed. We moved into a park where people already were. So at certain points, there were things that needed to be dealt with, trash piles, different things to do with like human existence and whatever. He went around literally inside people's tents where they lit. Some of them like were homeless before, and they live a way that when you take a picture of it, it's going to look filthy. It's just going to look fucking filthy. And if you get enough of those pictures all in a row, it just looks like that's the entire vibe. He certainly didn't take pictures of me like picking up trash and like going around and checking on people, and like he didn't take pictures of the dude that showed up, drove all the way out from Vallejo with boxes and boxes of socks because he just suddenly realized like, oh shit, they need socks. He came down to be an asshole about some other shit, and it was like, oh fuck, what's the acute need? Socks. And he brought hundreds and hundreds of socks and fucking fixed a problem that had to do with hygiene. That guy was not giving a shit about any of that. He made an entire campaign website around the filth, and other people went out of their way to like just do riot porn. Like, and they accrued footage and then they put it together and they did all of that. Like they made it so because that's what they were interested in, and then it provided opportunity for other people to consume that and think that that made up a majority of what was happening on site. So on the one hand, everything in me is compelled to be like, I couldn't see behind the cameras. But I also kind of could. Like, I saw enough shots of people flooding up stairways and like the energy of the crowd behind. I didn't see an angle that didn't look violent. I can say that. Like, but again, I haven't really been looking. I've seen.
There were a couple long shots that showed. I think more people came to Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, it looked like a larger crowd, and it really did look violent from all angles. I didn't see a single side that didn't look aggro. Again, also though, I'm like, this is what a collapse is supposed to look like, and these people fucking blow. Like, these people have gone out of their way. Nancy Pelosi was up talking about, like, we feed our constituents or whatever. Like, we take care of our people, we feed our constituents, like, kind of shit. She was lying on some, like, not only do we talk to them, we take care of their needs. What do you do? Kind of energy. And I'm just like, with the deceitful bullshit that the Democrats be bringing, this is exactly what I'm worried about all the time. These are the kind of people that I'm worried about getting riled up and wanting to come and just fuck whoever up that they see as a target. And the best we can hope for is that they continue pushing it towards, like, Capitol buildings and not coming for, like, you know, other citizens, I guess. Like,
I guess.
What else are we going to expect for them? Yeah. They're mad. They're mad. They're not. They're actively being. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm making mistakes because I'm making horny guy famous, right? Like, I posted some pictures of him, and I've been like, oh, look at this guy. We should be ignoring him. We should not be feeding, like, what the media is doing. And actually, I want to make a commitment to everybody, and it's gonna be fucking hard because I'm a meme lord. I'm not gonna post this guy ever again. I'm not gonna take down the ones I posted, but I'm not gonna post them ever again. That's not doing much, but that's all I got right now. I'm also probably not going to post many more images of the Capitol building stuff at all. Like, I think I'm over it generally. There have been a few that stood out to me. The memes are hot today. This is rough. This is like if I were to quit smoking right now. This is it's a lot, but not really, because, you know, there's other memes in the world. Like about how 2020 never ended, or like, let's see, there's one with the Joker introducing Pennywise to the office. Yeah, it's 2020 introducing 2021. Yeah, no, the memes are hot. And so yeah, okay. So this woman, and so one other thing that everything in me is compelled to say fuck all of that, because all they do is appropriate and project and reverse roles, and that is all that they do. All they do. Trump supporting, MAGA hat wearing. But then I'm like, wait, why did I say that about them when that's what the Democrats be doing? And now I'm just like, the enemy of my enemy seems to be in a fight, and I just want to color in my coloring book.
Honestly. It's...
Yeah. Did she say anything else interesting? None of that was very interesting, but it's all very interesting.
No, they brought her on for that short blurb about what she gathered as an independent filmmaker who is just there to observe.
Right.
She kind of sounded like she was lying, honestly. She looked super scripted. Not that I wouldn't prepare if I was going on the news, but
no, but like, did she sound like Tommy Lauren doing her little, and that, like, it's like they're reading our lines. Was it like that? Like, they're reading the lines of a person that's not there.
Yeah. So she was sketched, dude. It was,
I don't know. Is it still happening?
It's all that the news is talking about.
I mean, are they still out there? They're still in the building. Are they still?
Oh, I don't.
Are they occupying the Capitol, or do they?
No,
leave?
I think everybody went home, like that day.
Huh?
They set a curfew for 6-ish, which was like 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the National Guard came out. I mean, they're nothing about it got more aggressive other than their numbers. They didn't do too much more scrapping or shooting or or gassing or flashbanging.
Right.
They just.
It's just enough to give, say a bunch of suburbanites from Olympia, Washington, like enough fuel to be like, oh no, they were planning to take hostages, and like, look at how bad these Trumpsters, oh no, I'm so glad we voted them out. When like, it's wild because like, I really have been like, I've been tripping about these motherfuckers getting heated about losing ground in a way that seemed disingenuous, and the Dems gave them nothing but disingenuous energy from the DNC VP bullshit and beyond is just like nothing but like shit to resist. Like if you're not into that kind of vibe, like it's just so like, what the fuck? Where's my country go? Like I can see it because the whole thing's an illusion. It's all bullshit, but they take it seriously, and so I can see it. Freaky shit. Because what they think they're losing is like such a wild illusion, and their entitlement to it is such a greater level of like it's so intertwined in just. Oh, man. I don't know.
Apparently, a couple IEDs were discovered.
I heard about that. Pipe bombs. Yeah, I got a hard time like giving a shit about that particularly either, because I mean, they could say that. Like, they could just say it. Like, it's just like a bunch of, it's like the perfect setup for like, yeah, you can say, yeah, all right, I can believe that too. Yep, I could believe that one. Tell me again, because that one sounded, oh, no, I can believe that one too. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a perfect, it's like how we were saying, the first episode, yeah, Trump has COVID. Oh shit, they've got plenty of time to play out this 2-part finale episode that we've got. We're in the second part of that finale episode.
Well, now from that perspective, it's a great opportunity for the GOP to redeem itself if they were to separate themselves from Trump with this.
Which is what they're doing.
2 weeks left, yeah.
Right, that's what they're trying to do. Yeah. And, I mean, there's a few ways that it could go also, because it's like they're trying to push for Trump to. I'm saying they. I'm going to stop saying they willy-nilly left and right. There's a fucking group of people that are trying to have Trump removed from office. I thought he was already impeached, and that was like how you get someone removed, but we're at have him removed because of a 25th Amendment, I think is what I scoped.
They are talking about the first president to ever be impeached twice.
So could we kind of just hover for a second on like why exactly did he got impeached the once and he's still there? Was that he was supposed to leave then and he didn't, and they didn't really give us the headlines that?
No, it was voted on. So he was accused of abuse of power, and the number of Congress people did not it didn't go through. They didn't. He implied that he was withholding military aid from the Ukraine in exchange for information or some kind of help with his campaign against Biden, and that was called an abuse of power. And it none of their evidence was sticky enough. And nobody who knew anything spoke up.
Right, okay. I didn't care about that then either.
So he wasn't. So he was impeached, but he wasn't convicted. And
got it.
And so they'll always.
There was an impeachment trial, but I mean, to be impeached means that the votes. So it was a liberal lie that he was impeached.
Yeah, that's really like.
Because I thought he was officially impeached. I thought he actually was up until you gave me that walkthrough, and now I'm like, well, that sounds like a bunch of horse shit, and that he was never actually impeached. It was an impeachment, like, proceeding. Like, they, like, started the process, and it did not take, which is the term impeachment applied when a president is put through the process or when they are convicted of
Apparently so. Apparently it's the former.
Okay.
You can call him impeached because he had to go through that. It doesn't matter what the outcome
That
was.
makes sense because Clinton also was not removed from office after he was impeached.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get it. All right.
Doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean shit.
Doesn't mean shit.
And I don't care about it. And I don't care at all. Okay, so what else? This has not been a very eventful...
It's still boring.
Yeah, it's super boring. Yeah, it's a really boring insurgency. It's not a coup. They're not fascists. They're red hats or like tiki tortures or whatever. But like, to be a fascist, you can't be an insurgent and a fascist at the same time. Can you? Can you? Please tell me. Can you? Can you be those things at once? Let us look them up on your phone because we're using mine as a microphone right now. Yeah, I looked them up earlier today. I would like you to look them up and tell me what you think. Can you be both of those things at once?
Insurgency is a term historically restricted to rebellious acts that did not reach the proportions of an organized revolution.
A revolution would be...
successful.
What's a revolution, though? What are we assuming is a revolution in this context? Would that be like a resistance against the state in this context, or like? Well,
more than a resistance. They have to crest that peak of being in control. That you have to win to be a revolution. But until then, you're just an insurgency.
That's very strange. Definitions to me. That's some weird academia shit. That sounds crazy.
It has subsequently been applied to any such armed uprising, typically guerrilla in character, against the recognized government of a state or country. But so insurgency is you have to graduate from your insurgency by successfully overthrowing your government.
Okay, so you're overthrowing your state or government to be an insurgent. That's the math right there. That's the root, that's the seed, that's the nugget that we're going for. You got to overthrow or aim to overthrow your government or state. Okay, so now, what is a fascist?
Fascism is a form of far-right authoritarian ultra-nationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression, and opposition of a strong regimentation of society and of the economy, which came to prominence in the 20th century Europe.
Now, what is far right?
Far-right politics, also referred to as the extreme right or right-wing extremism, are politics further on the right of the left-right political spectrum.
Your phone just died?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Totally.
Jesus Christ, we're going to look on my computer.
It was tired.
No, we're going to look on my computer. That's hilarious. All right.
So don't you have to be on top to be a fascist?
See, it doesn't define the extreme right wing of a political party or group. Where's the definition of it? Where's the actual definition of it? This is not... Dictionary.com had an actual definition that included the state and authority.
Right.
What the fuck is happening to the goddamn internet, dude? Like, I was just going somewhere with this because I looked this shit up before. And now I gotta go in deeper and look like, cause it's just not showing up on the front page on fucking Google. and Wiki is saying all this extra shit. Like, Wiki is like on some all this extra shit. All this extra shit. Merriam-Webster. That's wild, though, that they really just like sap it at the extreme right wing of a political party or group. Okay. The group of people, far right, according to Merriam-Webster, the group of people whose political views are most conservative. Which, again, is like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, I am going to go through that fucking wiki page, though. That shit is covered in buzzwords at the top. Like, it's all just, like, hot, trendy fucking buzzwords that I'm like, wait a second. I got to comb through. That shit moves it changes too much too fast. Like, all of it changes too much too fast. And we act like this is a stable place to go check for anything. Like, anything, ever.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So this is conservative. Tending to or disposed to maintain existing views, conditions, or institutions. That is fucking close as shit to what was obviously the definition of far right before, which is maintaining the fucking state that exists as it is. Like, God damn it. That's simple as shit. That makes sense. That makes sense with Nazis, right? How the socialists, nationalists, and the state all together was fascism. This and what we're seeing with the Trump and the Trumpsters and the tiki tortures and all the shit, it's not fascist. It's not maintaining anything conservative. There's nothing. Trump is incredibly liberal. He's really into like money and gaudiness and strutting around. He's doing whatever the fuck you want. That's the thing. Like, he's never been into traditionalism, conservative. He's not far right. He appropriated their whole brand and everything, and it's all fucking scrambled. So at this point in the game, when people are like, I know what this is, let me call it that, now it's all a fucking mess. Because the people that are trying to maintain tradition and order and organization, that's what's to be worried about with that's the far right. The violence that will be used to suppress all of this uprising is the far right. These people that have stormed the Capitol can't be far right. They're not into tradition or conservatism. They're looking to get that Trump shit back, which was never the American dream. That was never in the car. That was not the thing. And like my whole thing about like Trump, he belongs as the president because America is like a terrible, awful patriarchal institution, and so obviously he should be the president over it. That's not what they're talking about. That's not what they're doing. Like, and that's when I say that, again, that's not a far right concept either. That's like the government of the United States is disillusioned about itself and has been, and the people trying to maintain that concept are under a whole illusional structure. Their entire framework is based upon like mythology of different varieties that like it like has been fed to them from childhood in like holidays and like school curriculums and like you know, things that are incentivized goals and like whatever. So it's more complicated than people are making it out to be, and they're making the wrong decisions based on very simple information. And then apparently when you go to the internet to look shit up, it's just going to confuse you fucking more. Because I even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I found it, like I got to it, but I had to go all the way to actual Merriam-Webster.com and then look up individual fucking words. When I Googled it before, it really came up on that first search. Like it just showed right up in my face and was like, see, it's about the state. It's about the authority of what already has been the tradition of the nation at hand. It was very easy to do the math. And I was like, well, Trump can't be a fascist because he's not far right. But when I go to look up what is far right, it takes me that much work when I know what I'm going for. How in the fuck could anybody ever get like anywhere with any of this shit? Like, what a weird thing.
Particularly when I mean, everybody, they want to feel, they gain comfort by feeling like they have a mental grasp on what they're looking at, so they don't bog themselves down with the details of what they know they don't like.
I mean, fuck, man, I'd feel more comfortable with some stable ground too. Like, shit, this is terrifying. It's even more terrifying that people are like, nah, I don't want to think like that. I'm going to just make up something really simple. And it's always people that have more social capital, more financial capital. They just are stable in a lot of different ways. They've got more like baseline. They've got more days in their history where they've not been processing traumatic chemicals and bullshit that's been happening and thrown at them constantly. Like they have no reason to give a shit. And so they just fucking don't. And that's a whole other level of pain and trauma and fear and like, whoa, where is this all going? What are we going to do? Like, what are we going to do though? Like, what are we going to do? Cause it's weird to me that people are using, it's not a coup. It's not a coup. Like, it's not a coup. Not really. Like it's definitely terrorism. I will give it that. It's terrorism. The Tiki Torch people are up to some shit again. But remember when they called them the Tiki Torch people? Remember when we were like, who? Right? I don't remember his last name right now, but we know who I'm talking about. Punch him again, somebody. Mm-hmm. So the thing is like, unless we can kind of get to a point where people are willing to sort of stop grabbing words, holding on to them really tight and thinking that we know where we're going with that, like we're prone to have more and more explosive issues like this. And part of the issue too is we've got momentum to account for, where even if we start correcting any of this shit, we're already moving. And, we've hit a bunch of icebergs. Like, we're capsized. Like, we're, like, it's like every level of this is a disaster has been happening. So for people to still be disillusioned, when they're like, most of them were like lowered into escape rafts early and like they're fine. And they're just like, oh no, the boat. But like people are freezing to death and drowning right underneath them. They're feasting on the limbs they could harvest out of the fucking frozen water. Like, yeah, like it's seriously. And so I don't know what to do. I don't know how to wake people up any faster or more. And I don't know what to do with them now, because I knew what to do in 2011. I was like, oh, Occupy is great. But then I just had to hear people that just this year or last year in 2020 were referring to Occupy as a protest and assumed that was an effective protest if it was a protest. And I was just like, man, people who have no idea what they're talking about are using the Lord's name in vain. Look at that. Look at that. And the thing, I'm gonna make it, at some point I'll be doing some lexicon shit in which I will be defining things as they are realistically definable with like common understanding. But then there's some shit that I'm like, oh, I've repurposed this and let me explain how. And Lord is one of those words that means community. And go back and listen to all the songs. Somebody prove me wrong. It means community. Think about it. Or don't, because it doesn't matter. But honestly, using the Lord's name in vain like that, acting like they know what it is, talking about it like it's just a protest, or like what is a protest in these people's minds that would call it something like that, and really like they just have no idea what the fuck was going on there or what it continues to be, for fuck's sake. So I knew what to do with people back then. Back when I was doing like incredibly powerful work and learning so many things, and people just refused to look at me. I felt at the time, I was feeling like I had so many of my loved ones suddenly like shun me and do all these weird kind of like, oh, we don't understand you modes. I was doing all this mental stuff about like, oh, I'm turning into one of them angels where I'm like glowing so bright people can't look at me no more. Cause that was kind of how it was. It would be like, we'd be talking through stuff and they're like, oh shit, it's real talk o'clock. And then we'd start getting into terrain that they'd be uncomfortable in, and they would treat me like I did something to them. Mm-hmm. So, like, what happened even with any of that? Because I was doing the right thing. I was on my path of, like, looking for the answers and finding things and being willing to face shit, even if it was terrifying and, like, not what I expected. And, like, so often the antithesis of everything that I found to be worth hoping for. Shit. But then a bitch became more effectively a thing worth hoping for. Like, I'm just busy now. Like, I learned like where there's gaps. I fell through the gaps and like learned where the fucking holes are. And now I have work to do. I know what to do with myself. I don't know what to do with all these other people right now. I don't know how to help them any faster than just to do me.
Just keep spreading the good word.
Yeah. Yes. It's weird. It's weird to know things like what, like with the woman with the cat, like, well, it was 99% peaceful people. And I'm like, part of me is compelled to believe her on first glance for a second. And then I had to comb through my mind and be like, no, I did see that one shot where it was like they were panning out way far across the plaza area, like away from the Capitol building. And it just looked like wild shit. I don't know who
that chick was or why she was afforded platform.
Well, it seems like they're paying people that should be getting charged with.
Right.
Like we didn't get put on the air like that after. Mm-hmm. I mean, there were times where it was like, okay, so one time, this shit was dumb as shit. Some people, I can't remember what it was that was going down that particular time, but some people broke into the city hall building and I was like standing outside. It's like when I see hooliganry happening, I'm like, oh hell. And I get a real good shot. I just want to sit like in my mind. I really am like the Michael Jackson version of like popcorn eating. Like I'm like in my head in the movie theater. Like oh fuck, oh shit, look at it go. And so that is where I sit for things like that. But what I can tell you is not a single one of them people got put on by the news at all that night for that. They certainly weren't like interviewed inside the building or like like. I don't think there were any news there that night at all. As a matter of fact, it was a weird night. I don't remember what was occurring, but it was definitely one of those nights where it was like, oh, there's way too much shit going on right now to think. And yeah, I got a bunch of Occupy people planning to come on here and tell different stories about different things. And the thing is like, so what's chill about us is like, we're not disingenuous about our fucking flaws and like, we're prone to just like let people know where we were assholes, where we fucked up, like right away. Like that's kind of part of the bag. We're like it's like how the Tiki Torchy types, because it's not like Mitt Romney. I don't think he's that kind of liar. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, like, if I were to sit down with him, I don't think he would sit there and absorb qualities about me it's narcissistic abuser shit that they're doing, where they're like sitting and they're absorbing who you are as a person, and then they're taking those qualities and figuring out different ways to weaponize them. And one of the most effective ways to gaslight somebody is to act like you're them. Like, I don't know why they do it. I don't know how it works. Like, I can't imagine actually like employing that.
Fascinating.
Maybe it's totally subconscious. I don't know. Like, maybe I am doing it. Who knows? Maybe I totally do it all the fucking time and have no goddamn idea. Or I don't know. I don't think that's the thing. But who knows? What else? Like, yeah, I don't know. Was I in the middle of a thought? Did I finish that thought? Is there anything to say? Why did we talk for 46 minutes? There's nothing happening today. Nothing happening this week.
It's a riot.
Oh, shit. It is.
It's not a riot.
It's not a riot. You're not wrong. You're not fucking wrong.
But it sure is a riot.
Oh, damn. You are not wrong. Fuck. God, it's just another Tuesday. I guess it's Thursday. Whatever. Everybody knows what I mean. Buffy let us know how to handle things like this. It's nothing. Ain't shit. Same old, same old. Yeah. You got anything else genius to say?
No, but I'll keep you posted.
Good times. Yeah. I'll be sending you tots and pears during your work days.
Tots and pears?
Tots and pears.
It's a balanced diet right there.
I came back in to record something else because I noticed that Merriam-Webster page, it says something under the first definition of conservative, there's a category for progressive conservative. It's a hyperlink. So I click on that shit and I'm like, what is that? Progressive conservative. How antithetical. How bizarre. What the fuck is happening? My computer is really trying to piss me off a lot of different ways. Okay, so it says progressive conservatism, motherfucker. It says, of or relating to a major political party in Canada traditionally advocating economic nationalism and close ties with the UK and the Commonwealth of Nations. And so all I got to say about that is, like, we got to slow down with using words because we think we know what they mean because they mean some shit to us. And then somebody has gone and snatched it up and been like, oh, politically it means something completely opposite. It's like a bill. Like when they're like, we voted on this bill, like we got this bill for this thing that everybody needs and wants, and it's got the opposite shit all up in it too. It's got like everything that you don't want on some other topic. We're gonna hemorrhage money over here about some shit. And like, it's like they've done that with words. Political people. They've just snatched them up and been like, oh, bippity boppity boo. It means the opposite of what you thought. And that's not exactly it, but like progressive conservative it really doesn't have like a clear definition of any. That's it. That's all they say. Like you have to go in, look up and understand those relationships, the histories of those institutions to really even know as a person in any instance what progressive conservative could possibly fucking apply to. Like, other than that, you have to rely on other people in your society to tell you what happens when you throw your weight certain directions, basically. And they'll do whatever theatrics their preference, like whatever their like bias of performance is to get minds manipulated, whoever it is that people are going to get clarity and information. And so it's like a big ass telephone game. And that's the thing that concerns me. Like, there's things that I'll be like, I'm sure I know. Question me. Don't trust me. Like, I don't know. But do it reasonably and responsibly. Like, I don't know. It's not like I'm, like, resistant to the things I question inherently. I question, like, all of this pandemic shit. I question all of it, but I'm wearing my mask. And I'm staying away from people. And I'm not going to go jump on getting this fucking vaccine just because it's becoming trendy to act like that's going to be some kind of, like, fix it all, get society back to normal. Now we can go like willy-nilly be around each other and breathe on each other again, because I actually read into and learned about things and people told me about shit. And so I know it doesn't actually make it safe to go huffing and puffing on everybody all of a sudden again, even if you do get it. And even if it is fine and perfectly safe and not totally a social experiment to see what happens when you put this thing. Oh, we know exactly about this stuff. We've had this technology for this long and blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's a nice new PR story that came about very after a bunch of shit. Well, you know, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, I know. And once I see it actually playing out, then I'll know what happens when that thing that we've had the technology for plays out in the technology of real world life with my black body that has been neglected by medical science and treated all kinds of fucked up ways. So everybody who's going, all the people I know who are going to get it too, they all white people. And that's a bummer because then I don't get to really know like how that applies to bodies that aren't white and like have been well medically cared for like good enough periods. Like I have no idea. What I do know is that every time I've gotten a shot, I've gotten like not well for a while after, and I don't have time for that kind of thing right now. I'm not planning to catch COVID, and so I'm hoping to just like not have these fucking problems. I'm gonna keep staying the fuck away from people. That's what I'm gonna do. But back to the point is that I question that shit, and I'm still staying the fuck away from like a lot of things that I want to be doing with myself. I want to be playing music on stages. I want to be going to people's music studios. I want to be fucking hanging out with people and doing things with my brain that are not just sitting and now making podcasts. But for a while, I was just staring at the goddamn wall when I wasn't working on shit. So whatever. It doesn't matter what I want because I'm going to slow the fuck down and do things that make sense. I'm going to try to do things that make sense. I wish everybody would do things that make sense. Even a little bit. It could be different types of common sense. We don't all have to have a shared common sense. I don't even believe in that. These things don't make sense. Someone who's going to call themselves a Democrat, a socialist Democrat, and be talking about sucking Nazi dick, boldly and overtly calling it that. I'd suck that Nazi dick. The fuck? Creating a controversy on the internet about it. Shameless and immodest about Nazis. Like, who needs it? Who fucking needs it? So I think one of the bigger problems is that we let a lot of like rhetorical conflation and just like absurdism, like linguistic absurdism, explain a lot of our history and like tell a lot of narratives. Like, for example, I literally have had to have conversations with people that I respect, who are intelligent, they're knowledgeable, educated people. They're adults. And within the last 2 years have literally said to me, they've argued with me that we, quote unquote, we won World War II, that we decimated the Nazis. We decimated the Nazis. And I was like, Operation Paperclip. And this post-military motherfucker just like exploded. Like, it was just boom. Like, just, you know, basically it was a little more complicated and drawn out than that. But that was essentially it, where I was like, are you kidding me? No, we didn't we decimated them and then hosted them for like living their lives. It wasn't just dinner. We didn't just have them over for like a nice dinner and like then they went home. Like, no, we let them move here and like they ran NASA in Alabama. Like, are you kidding? Like, are you kidding me? Operation fucking Paperclip. So, like, people really seem to think that it's okay. This is someone who really was in the military, is really a grown adult. What story is that we decimated the Nazis? What metric is that? Is that math? Is that what units of measurement are used to create that illusion in the mind of that person who is going to vote with that in their heart and mind, who is going to be making plans about their career and their business with that? They're not the only example of this shit. They're just a clear example of me being like, wait, though, you are so close to having it down, but you think it's okay to cling, to grip to nonsense in just a couple of places, just for the holidays. Basically, progressive conservative. I feel like that means they want me maybe dead or faster, but I'm never sure with conservatives if they want me dead or if they're like really not into that or anywhere in between. Some of them are really not into that. Some of them are really like, oh no, I'm so sad that you feel that way. Let me like change your mind, like with evidence in my actions. Like they try. They usually don't have endurance on that or know what to do with that energy, but I still see it.
Right.
So they could mean them, progressive conservative. Yeah, that's what it could mean. It could also mean they want me dead or faster.
Which one's the adjective and which one's the noun?
Progressive, conservative, progressive. You could flip them around.
Yeah.
And then conservative, progressive. Okay, what's that?
I don't know.
What's that? Conservative, progressive. Okay. So this is redeeming me for sounding like an absolute idiot when I was like, now look up this one and now look up that one. And then the internet led us into a fucking rabbit hole. And I was like, I was just here a minute ago. Like, I was just in this room and everything's changed. Like, oogie boogie, man. Okay. So conservative, progressive. Oh, this is poetry fuel. Okay. A conservative progressive is a progressive. There's nothing special about it. Conservative progressive. Because like a real progressive is just like a radical rational that's active. Like that's someone that goes out of their way to see where there's problems and is like, oh, I'm a human body. Let me do something about that. Whoa, like it's amazing. It's crazy. It's weird that people think that
what would it be to do it conservatively?
Conservatively? I don't think that's really totally a thing. I mean, I'd have to get okay, so it'd be like, I mean, okay, I could roast myself and say like it's me now because I'm not doing hardly anything. But I am. I just do different types of. I'm not working in public most of the time. I work in public in this medium, in this space, manufacturing media. But like, I do actually a ton of. Like, my whole life is like completely radical and revolutionary, and that is what I do. That is it.
Absolutely.
I am glue in gaps, filling in cracks in walls. So, yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah. Conservative, progressive. Me as I get old and tired and sick of eating tear gas. Like, yep. Anyway, I don't know. Exhausting. These people are exhausting. These motherfucking people. I mean, looking high and low for information about how we can all communicate better because they just insist upon being, calling fascist insurgents. I guess it seems like it's skipping a lot of gaps or something for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought I didn't have a good grasp of like politics and like, you know what I'm saying? Like in those classes, like I always felt like shit was moving too fast for me and like other people were keeping up and they were just like doing all this stuff with that kind of information that I was like, oh no, I don't really get it at all. And then all of a sudden I realized actually it seemed like them people that did really well in them classes actually ain't doing so well in real life on any of it when it come down to it, because you don't get to be an insurgent and a fascist at the same time. Like if you can, I really need someone to do the actual work of the math for me because I don't see it and I don't know where it's at. And let's not do the make believe whatever that shit is on Wikipedia. Wikipedia is just covered. It just says Nazi and I'm like, yes, but when people are calling the tiki tortures Nazis, that's not going to help them. That's the problem. It's not that it's a lot. The Wikipedia looks accurate as fuck. I don't want to give the impression that I'm like, oh, bullshit. No, it's totally true. It's that people are misapplying the buzzwords that I saw real quick that were all hyperlinks that I was like, uh-oh, that's going to be very misleading. And maybe that's why everyone's misled, because there's some words that are relevant to the situation, but you need definitely more than just a couple of words that, like, there's stuff about authoritarianism, which applies to autocracy, but autocracy doesn't inherently apply to fascism. That's not autocracy being like, I get to be the boss. That's what an autocrat is. I'm going to be the dick. I'm going to be the asshole. I'm going to fuck everything up. But it's about me and mine. So, I don't know. I'm going to stop thinking about this because I'm giving myself a headache. And I hope I'm giving everyone else a headache too. That would be great if we could all have a headache together.
You know, headache?
Yeah, we can't have hugs these days very, very well. So
I think most people are having that.
I think probably there's a lot of people having hugs because the COVID numbers are going up, and I think there's probably a lot of people having headaches also because look at it all. We'd like to thank our patrons on Patreon and everyone who's bought our merchandise on TeePublic. Find the links to all that stuff and our social links on goodmorningmayberry.com. We've got closed captioned episodes on YouTube. Subscribe, listen, and rate us on all the podcast spots. If you're wondering who we are, we is me and my demons. And you can join the Legion by following our Tumblr, Twitter, or Instagram, jumping on the Patreon, or just buying one of our shirts and wearing that around, drinking the tears of whoever you like the least out of one of our mugs. And coming back and checking out the next episode. I'm Shift. And always remember to never forget.
Liberalism is like being in denial about your yeast infection.
Okay, one more time. Say it with your chest.
Liberalism is like being in denial about your yeast infection. Your aggressive fungal infection that's slowly taking over your body. It looked better for like a day, and you thought it was over, so you stopped using your ointment, and then the next day you are all red and cheesy and like really upset, and then you put the ointment back on it for like one day, and then you left it alone. And it's like it's not a thing you can just slap the shit on one time and then walk away.
Liberalism. Yep. Mic drop. You can support the show by seriously going to goodmorningmayberry.com and clicking on the Patreon link, becoming a patron. You can find the store link there as well. There's good shirts up there. There's like fanny packs. There's leggings. It's got 3D printed hoodies, and there's some nice stuff. It's good. The flaming logo, the Good Morning Mayberry like text logo, that's on there. Marginalized Centrist is also a design that we've got up there. And then coming soon, there's more episodes releasing that are gonna have related merchandise, related designs that it's a lot of fun. It's a good time. I'm enjoying wearing my Good Morning Mayberry shirt. The stuff that's coming, I'll tell you, the stuff that's coming is better than what's up there, but the stuff that's up there is good. So check that out. Also, by becoming a patron, you have the opportunity to suggest topics. You can get involved a little more intimately. I am accessible through social media. You can connect to me. There's email, connect@goodmorningmayberry.com is the email address. And there's also the opportunity to connect with me through the Instagram. Currently, I make no promises. I may abandon Zuckerberg's horrible hellscape virtual spaces at any point in time. We don't know. I probably won't. What will probably happen is they'll probably close my account on me. More than likely, that's what they tend to do. So that's the place you can find me. The handle is @Good Morning Mayberry Podcast on Instagram. You can also find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Twitter @GoodMayberry, just Good Mayberry, @GoodMayberry. I am an asshole. I'm a dick. I'm a jerk, and I'm mean. I've been told by different people that I'm very mean, and I've been told by other people that I am a gem, honestly, and that I'm not very mean. I am not as intense as I think that I am, or as intense as I am told that I am by, just like progressives, conservative progressives, or whatever that would mean. Anyway, what's happening in the world? Everything is crazy, but go get a Good Morning Mayberry shirt and rep it. And stay tuned, because honestly, the next few episodes with the merch that's releasing, it's good stuff coming, real good stuff coming. So, thanks for coming in and being a part of this show and experiencing whatever the fuck we're unpacking here. I don't know. Just kind of looking at stuff. And if you like me and want to give me a tip, you can do that on Cash App at IAmShift. IAmShift on Cash App. Anyway, stay out of trouble. I don't know. And stay safe. Stay out of trouble and stay safe. Unless you're doing good trouble. And if that's the case, do good trouble and definitely stay safe.